Alright, so I like to use short circular needles. The reason why I use these ones rather than the traditional very long ones is that I can hold them completely and I don't have those long needles that flap around when I'm working. The other reason I like the cord in the middle is that my work eventually will be in the middle, so it can rest either on my table or on my lap, rather than having all the weight transferring from one arm to another. It is always nice and balanced. So the first thing I'm going to show you today is a simple cast on. If you've never knitted before, the main difference between crochet and knitting is that you have to get your stitches ready on your needle. It's, if you are familiar with crocheting, the cast on would be like chain for you. So I'm going to do that with a very nice and colorful yarn. And what I'm going to do is, it's called a long tail. There are lots of different ways to cast. When you start knitting, I'll just show you my two favorites. So this one is called the long tail. So to do that, and then with experience you'll gauge how much you need so that you don't have any waste. But you would take a big piece of yarn, you let it hang, you're going to take your needle, put it right in front with the tail nice hanging in front of you. With your other hand, you are going to separate the yarn, grab, kind of like you put your finger like as if you're playing with a shooting gun, and now it's like a slingshot, and this is what you're going to do. So again, I have the working yarn in front of me. Okay, I come in, open, grab, and now I have my slingshot. With my needle, I'm going to take under the thumb, now around this one, and I'm going to fall through the loop of my thumb and let go. The first one will give you 2 stitches. After that, only 1. So now with my thumb, I come back to my slingshot position, under the thumb, around my first finger, through the loop, and I let go and pull. Again, under the thumb, around my first finger, through the loop, and I shoot. Okay, and you carry on like that. So now I have my 4 stitches. So from the beginning, I have my long yarn. Underneath, this stays in front of me. Come in, grab, slingshot. So I'm holding the 2 strings of yarn with my my 3 fingers. Here, under the thumb, around my forefinger, and through the loop, shoot. Under the thumb, around my first finger, through the loop, and I let go. Under the thumb, around my first finger, through the loop, and I let go. Under, around, and through. Under, around, and through. Under, around, and through. And you don't want to make sure, you want to make sure you're never too tight. It's a very beginner mistake, is we're scared of those stitches coming out, and so we tighten it, but you're making your life really hard when you do that. Just practice so that this is always nice and moving. Under, around, and through. Under, around, and through. Under, around, and through. All right, this is the long tail.